So guys, welcome to my next Let's Play. I wonder what it could be. We're about to find out. Well, you're about to find out. But first, the introduction. Okay, I just thought I would not talk for that introduction, and I won't talk for this as well because the text is scrolling through quite quickly. So what I'll do is I will stay quiet through this bit as well, and then I will properly introduce this series, which you may be able to guess the name of when the title screen loads, which will be soon. But you can see what's going on here. Basically, there used to be a city in this place, but basically after a cataclysm it basically sunk underground and is in ruins. So the people built a new town, which is what's being shown at the moment. And you may be able to see here Princess Peach is with a merchant. About to buy a box with so-called legendary treasure. I do apologise if this text is scrolling too quickly for you as well. That's why I'm just talking over it to basically explain what's going on. Princess Peach is going to open the box, and we're going to the main menu now. Hello everybody, and welcome to episode 1 of Paper Mario: The 1,000-Year Door, a series that I have been waiting to do properly for a long time. I'm not sure why I didn't basically give away what it was when we were basically loading up the game, because you will have seen the title of this video. But yeah, for those of you who didn't read it, yeah, this is Paper Mario: The 1,000-Year Door, and it's going to annoy me and keep on going back to the story even though I'm pressing button input. So I'll just press A here, and I guess we'll have to leave it on here. So basically, for those of you who have not seen, about nearly 4 years ago I started doing a series of this game, but I was a lot less experienced with YouTube back then. And
hello everybody, and welcome to a new series of Paper Mario: The 1,000-Year Door on the GameCube.
yeah, my videos weren't the best quality. I messed a few things up, so I thought, why not? Now I finished the game, because I had barely started it back when I did that. Now I have actually completed this game for my first ever time a couple of years ago. I thought, let's bring this series back Meant to bring it back last year, but all the trouble with the channel and stuff, I didn't know really what to do. I've got a whole video on that on my other channel if you want to watch it. I really don't recommend it because it's just me waffling on for 20 minutes about I can't make my mind up. So yeah, but basically here we are now. The past doesn't matter. We're going to get into this game. So as you just seen in that introduction, all we know so far is that a town has been, or city sorry, has been struck by a cataclysm which has basically put it in ruins. It's now underground in ruins, and they basically built a new town overground called Rogueport, which you have just seen. Now, I thought I'd show you that introduction because it is quite important to the story. And you know what, that screen's a bit boring. Let's go on the file menu here, which I will explain in a minute. Yeah, well, I thought I'd show you that introduction because it has some important points related to the story which you don't really see in the kind of prologue to it. But yeah, that's basically gives you a bit better background so you can understand stuff later on. Now, I'm going to make a bold statement. After playing through this game, it is my favourite of the Paper Mario games, my favourite Mario RPG, and possibly my favourite game of all time. I know, big statements to make. And it's considered by many to be the favourite game of all time, and by a lot to be their favourite Paper Mario game. It is a very critically acclaimed game, just like the first, but as I've just said, it's even better. Now, what else should I say? Yeah. It's important to note that the story to this game unfolds very slowly, and I mean very slowly, so please be patient with this game. You may not think it's all that amazing at first, but trust me, once everything unfolds, it is an amazing story. The gameplay is also amazing, including the battle system, which you'll see soon. And yeah, I won't give any more away. In terms of the most important thing I need to mention is this is the second game in the series, and it's a direct sequel to the first being Paper Mario for the Nintendo 64, which I did a walkthrough on a good 2 years ago. The stories are not related whatsoever. The only kind of, I'd say, spoilers of that game is some mild references to it, which I'll point out when they appear. So the only spoilers you're going to get if you've not played that and you're watching this are from stuff I'll refer to in that game that's kind of relevant in this game, and stuff that you'll see that's basically a spoiler. Spoilers, should I say. I would recommend, if you are going to play along with this walk and play through the game, that you go and play the original first, just because, in my opinion, especially when considering towards endgame, the original game is a lot easier. They start off quite similar, then kind of towards the end of the game, I don't want to give too much away, but this game gets kind of difficult, actually. I mean, I say actually, yeah, it is a difficult end to the game, and the first game's ending is a lot easier to do, so I do recommend you do that one. Also, gameplay aspects are very similar in the two games, and the first game's kind of got better tutorials and stuff. It's a good game to get you started with RPGs if you've not played one before. I don't recommend playing this as your first RPG, as you may find it a bit too difficult. If you played a Luigi RPG but not the original Paper Mario, then, you know, you'll probably be okay. But yeah, for those of you who've not played an RPG, go and play the first Paper Mario before trying to tackle this game. It'll make stuff easier for you. Okay, I've talked long enough now. Let's make a save file. And I'm already messing up. There we go, right. Let me, this keyboard's weird. There we go. Okay, I was having a bit of a trouble with the keyboard there, it's a bit weird. You kind of use the analog stick to move the pointer, and yeah, I don't like this layout whatsoever. I just always seem to get lost. I never know kind of where to go. It's really weird, but yeah, there we go. Game it. We can't fit the right. Anyway, we're done now. Let's get into it. This name is okay. Let's get into the actual introduction, as opposed to kind of the pre-title screen introduction. And yeah, now we're going to actually start off with the game itself. And immediately a reference to the old Paper Mario game. That is Paracari. I will be saying all of this text, by the way, so yeah, mail call. And he's going to fly off. This is very similar to the original game's introduction, if you've ever seen that. Luigi goes out and gets his letter, and this house looks the exact same as well. Hey bro, check it out. A letter from Princess Peach arrived for you. I'll just read it to you. How's that sound? Ahem. Now, let's see here. Hello there, Mario. I am now on holiday, travelling in the Mushroom Kingdom. In my travels, I came into possession of a mystical map, a treasure map, actually. It was inside a box I got from an old merchant in a town called Rogueport. Since it would be too difficult for me to try to go find treasure all by myself, I thought you could help me hunt for it. You will, of course, won't you? I've included the map with this letter, so please bring it with you when you come. I'll meet you at Rogueport. That means you must come, Peach. Okay, so yeah, that introduction was showing her buying the map. Now she sent it to us. What do you know? It's true. There's a weathered old map in here with the letter. Check it out. And that's a treasure map, okay. And we are gonna set sail now. Paper Mario, the 1000-Year Door. And wow, I forgot to press A for a second there. Anyway, off we go on our boat. Into the prologue. Yep, we're in the prologue already. And a rogue's welcome. Yeah, found that hard to read in my old walkthrough for some reason, but yeah. Excuse me, sir. Please, wake up, sir. The town you'd been speaking of has come into view. Look, that's Rogueport. And there it is. Not the most luxurious place ever. Luxurious looking place ever, should I say. You see, we'll arrive shortly. Please prepare to disembark. And here we are at the docks of Rogueport. I must apologise, sir. Our arrival was delayed just a bit by rough weather. Are you quite sure you want to disembark here? I did tell you all this sordid tales about Rogueport on our way here, did I not? Who's that, I'm sorry? You say there's a princess waiting here for you. Is that so? Of course, sir. Well, if that's what you think, then I won't stop you. But, you be careful, sir. Don't say I didn't warn you. And I love that paper effect there. That's one thing this game does a lot better than the first game, the paper effects. Like, the first game was like, there were paper effects, but they weren't the best paper effects at all. In fact, they were probably the worst in the series, and that's saying something. Although, wait, what? No, actually, that's not saying a lot, to be honest. The other games all had really good paper effects. So, basic controls. We move with the analog stick, you jump with the A button, and that's all I have to say right now. And what do you have to say? Welcome to Rogueport. Bit of a nasty place, eh? You got guts coming here. You look a bit green, so hey, have a wee bit of advice on me. Hit that save block to save. Cause that thing about life is you never know what you're gonna kick the old bucket. And do you have anything to say? What you want, pal? Huh? A princess in a pink dress? I ain't seen nothing like that. No, I'd remember a princess probably. Why do you want this chick anyway, pal? Your money? Or is she your girlfriend? And no, Mario makes no comment. I wonder why. Anyway, let's continue on. Hey! What do you want? Get away from me, freak! Come off it, you airhead. You know it's a tough for you, but don't play dumb with me. I've seen you walking around town asking for information about the crystal stars. Eh? Crystal stars? Well now, I'm doing the asking, so be a good girl and tell us what you know, right now! Never. I don't have anything to say to you, creeps. Ooh. I suppose it wouldn't be right if a sassy little lass like you meet with an untimely demise. Boys, we're taking this Tribrand to our fortress. As you command, Lord Crump. We're on it. No, stop right there, you weirdos. I'll scream. Really? Yeah, I made a couple of mistakes when reading that out. You'll have to get used to that. You'll know if you've seen my walkthrough of the first game. I make a lot of mistakes when reading things out, but yeah, that's that. Like, I'd go anywhere with smelly lunatics like you. Not likely. Huh? What do you think you're doing, chump? You think you can screw up my plans? Gah, it's always something. Looks like I'm going to have to give you a little taste of the old crumper bomb. And looks like we are fighting this guy. Does it not? Battle time, Mr. Man. Just find a way to beat this freak out of the week, okay? Don't sweep the details. Just jump on him and hit him with your hammer. Yeah, barely a hammer introduction. We actually had the hammer all that time. That's what I'm saying. The introductions in the old game are a lot more detailed because we've had this hammer all that time. We've not been told how to use it in the overworld. And yeah. Anyway, we have options here. We got items, but we got none. We have we can't run away. No, we can't. And we can do jump and hammer. I'll show a jump first. And there's also action commands. In the old game, you can't do these straight away, but basically what you do is you press A to jump. And I didn't do the action command there, but I'll show it off in a minute. Yes, you're doing awesome. Don't let up. Okay, that was an action command there. If you press A before he attacks, you won't take any damage. Also, this is a turn-based battle system, but I'm sure you could all see that. I just didn't mention it. Anyway. Okay, I'll just explain what I did there for a second. You've got him on the ropes. Come on, keep wailing him on. Keep wailing on him. Yeah. What I was going to say is that for the hammer, it's the same as the old game if you played that. You basically hold back with the left analog stick to the left until the 4 lights light up. Then when the 4th one lights up, you let go. Also, You're just in a stylish kind of move there. Basically what that is, if you press A when you're attacking with a hammer, you'll do a stylish... I can't remember how to do it for the jump, but I'll figure it out at some point. And you press A before you jump to do basically the action command for the jump, and you'll do more than 1 damage. Or at least that for now. You did it! You did it! Yes! And you got star points! I'm going to get a tutorial on star points now. If you played the old game, it's the exact same thing, but I'll just read this out. Yeah, I bet you know, but you get these things called star points when you win battles. When you get 100 points, you go up a level. Don't forget that, okay? And we're going to get 9 star points, which is decent for a fight that's not easy, actually. I don't think there's a way to lose that fight. Or at least I don't believe there is. Okay, you got a couple of decent shots in. I'll give you that. But, unfortunately for you, that means... it's go time! And... to just show off how powerful the GameCube is, they're gonna put a load of sprites on the screen. Punish him! Okay, and now we are getting a load of sprites animated around us. A very powerful console is the GameCube, clearly. Quick, this way! Okay, so basically all you need... oh, phew, what a bunch of loons. Let's just sneak out of here. What do you say? Okay, they happen to make just like little effort to actually chase after us, but yeah, that's that. So basically just come up these steps, go through here. Whoa! Stop! Where'd they go? Huh? You, Johnson, did you see them? Did anyone? Crud. They bolted. And yeah, that was very easy. They made like little to no effort to go after us, but yeah, that's the end of that. Wow, mister, you totally saved me, thanks. I've just got to give you a little reward. Okay. My name's Goombella. I'm a student at the University of Goom. Nice to meet you. So, who are you? Surely everyone who knows Mario is, did he not? Clearly not. Mario! Wait, you mean like that famous guy? Wow! I can't believe I met you here. And she does know who we are, apparently. She just couldn't recognise us by looking at us. Anyway. Cool, anyway, no offence, but it looks like you just rolled into town yourself, right? Me? I already hate it here. There are freaks and weirdos everywhere. It's nasty. I mean, I know that place is called Rogueport, so I should have expected it, but sheesh. I'd never come to a place like this if there weren't some legendary treasure here. What? You're looking for the legendary treasure too? Seriously? Whoa, 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 bucko. What you got there? Oh my gosh. Isn't that a treasure map? You have to tell me where you got that. Princess Peach. What? Great hoogly boogly if it isn't Master Mario. You've already told us that you knew who we were, so... bit of a coincidence, bumping into one another in this sort of place. Ho ho. So tell me, Master Mario, what in the world brings you to this wretched little burg? Indeed. Princess Peach sent you a letter and a treasure map. And she told you she'd meet you here in Rogueport. Intriguing. You're asking me where Princess Peach is? I was about to ask you that. We stopped in this town to acquire a spot of fuel for our ship, didn't you know? I only took my eye off her for a moment, But as soon as I did, she vanished. Probably been kidnapped again by Bowser. Right. You know how headstrong she is, Mario? I just assumed she'd be back momentarily. But at this point, I fear we must embrace the possibility that she may never return. Well, yeah, she disappears a lot and she gets kidnapped a lot, so probably she's been kidnapped. I've been at a loss to us what to do. I've been fraught with worry, I tell you. Like you always are. Or you Toads always are, anyway. But I'm feeling better with you here, Master Mario. Surely we'll find her. Surely. Yep, we do every time. But I know I place Master Mario, and this is not it. I'll leave this task to you. I believe I'll recline in the inn right over here and enjoy a spot of tea, perhaps. Right over there. Anyway, I messed up again. Oh well. In fact, I highly recommend it, particularly if you find your HP heart points running low. Why did I just say the bit in bracket? Basically, they're not called HP heart points. Let me just explain. HP is the abbreviation for heart points. I mean, you probably realise that, but it's in brackets. But just in case you didn't play the first game, I just thought I'd point that out. Just drop on in. Ho ho. Yes, anyway, a little rest there will fill all of your HP. Wow, what a bad pun. I must say though, the rest of this town is a bit rough. Yes, rough indeed. Well, yeah, we saw someone getting beat up before who went past, so that's pretty stating the obvious there. Princess Peach. Did he mean like Peach? The Mushroom Kingdom princess? Ah, so you know who Peach is as well. The princess who always gets nabbed by Bowser, the Koopa King, the one you rescue. Yeah, and Bowser also nabs the Star Rod as well. I'm pretty sure that was also a quote in the last game where it said he nabbed the Star Rod. I guess, yep, you can tell this is the sequel to the last game. Wait a sec, this is crazy. Princess Peach sent you that treasure map. Whoa, this is really intense. Well, where could she have gone then, do you think? You think maybe she got sick of waiting and went to find the treasure on her own? No, I think she probably got kidnapped. Oh, I know, Mario. Come with me. One of my professors is here researching that treasure. We'll show him your map. If we start looking for the treasure, then maybe we'll catch up to Princess Peach. Great, we're all good then. Let's go, Mario. Goombella join your party. Okay, let me just explain something right there. So, if you haven't played the last game, you have party members in this game who basically join you. So, Goombella's joined our party. So, she'll basically now be able to attack in battle and stuff, which I'll explain in a minute. So, she is what's called a party member who can basically follow us around. Basically works the same as the old game. Anyway, we're going to this cutscene right here. Goombella's abilities. A primer. Press X to get information about nearby people, places and objects. Yep, this was in the old game. This is Rogueport Plaza. It's the centre of town and the main business district. It's a crossroads where many people meet, including more than a few shady characters. Anytime you press X when there's no one around, I'll tell you about where we are. It's like never needed this ability, but yeah. That's Goomba, the Goomba. He's always complaining about being swindled or mugged. If you press X when there's somebody nearby, I'll tell you about him or her. So, did you get a lot of that? And it doesn't even give us an option to click yes or no in this case, which it usually does. Okay, so Goombella can give you hints when she answers. She asks for information often. Goombella can be quite helpful. She can jump in the air to attack enemies with a nasty head bonk. Yeah, that ability was also Goombario in the old game, who's basically the equivalent. And if you played the old game, you'll be able to figure that out already. He could also do a head bonk. It's basically like Mario's jump. She can look up HP and weaknesses with a tattle ability. That's also the same as Goombario in the old game. He also had that. And yeah, that's all there really is to Goombella. So not very much, but yeah. First off, we've got to go and find my professor. Thing is, since I got to town myself, I don't actually know where he lives. Well, that's helpful. So, keep an eye out. Here's what Professor Franklin looks like. Basically a typical professor who's a Goomba. Yeah. Anyway, before going to Professor Franklin, I just thought I'd show you a bit around town. So we got this sign over here, which is turf war between the Planto Syndicate and Pianta Syndicate, and I can't speak, and the Robos heating up apparently. Best stay indoors. Okay, so we got a little notice board here. What we got over here? You don't need to go to the west side of town yet. You would have seen that over there. So we got a house here. So I just thought I'd show you a bit around. So there's a house. That's stating the obvious again, though. Item shop. Okay, items are basically items that can heal your HP. Wait a sec, I'll just show you. So you will see here that we got HP 10 of 10. FP is flower points. Basically, the special attacks you can do in battle that'll use what's known as FP or flower points, if you say it the long way. So when you use special attack, it will use some FP. Jump and hammer abilities and not special attacks. Yeah, BP 3. BP stands for badge points. By the way, if you have played the old game, the old Paper Mario, the original, you will know about this. But yeah, BP's badge points. I believe Mario and Luigi, some Mario and Luigi games also have BP. Basically, badges basically grant you like buffs. They'll boost your stats and also special abilities, which you can use in battle. So basically, when you use a special ability which is equipped by a badge, basically the more badges you have on, the more BP that uses. When you use an ability that you get from a badge, that will usually use FP. So those two are kind of linked. But badge points aren't really important now, as we don't have any badges. Spoiler alert, yeah. I mean, that is a bit of a spoiler, but yeah. So items are basically can help you out in battle and stuff, heal your HP and FP, and also there's also attack items. So let's see what we got. I do recommend that you buy a few items now. I believe, yeah. So, okay, what explaining about points, I'd completely just okay, so in that case, wait, I'll just sit through. Customers receive 1 point for each purchase they make. You hear me so far? Save up enough shop points and you can get prizes, including some rare items. You'll find a list of prizes posted in any shop, so be sure to... Okay, basically just get prices from these shop points. No, we don't need you to explain it again. Well, take your time. Yep. Okay. Right now, actually, let me get an item. Okay, so we got 100 coins by default. I recommend you buy a few things now. So mushrooms heal 5 HP. I'm just going to skip through this. What else should we get? We might as well buy a fire flower. A couple of these. What else have we got here? That cures poison. That doesn't really matter yet. We'll get a couple of these. And should we get a few more fire flower? Yeah, that should be good. I think I bought way too many items, but oh well. You'll see how items come into play later. Not so much of a use towards the end of the game, but kind of when you're starting off, are really useful. And what's behind here? I wonder. I'm just actually going to check if we can actually go up here yet. What does this guy have to say? Oh dang, yesterday I blew through 100 coins at the parlour. You believe that? But not next time, man. I'm coming back a winner. That odds to favour me now. Do we need any of it? Okay. I don't think any of this is really anything we need yet. Let's gonna see if we can climb up on top of the crates, as there might be something here. Or is there not something here? No. Anyway, this is the inn that they've been talking about. You've got a little bar down here. I wonder what this guy has to say. And this is the Skull Stone, the lucky harm of my family. I love you, you sparkly thing. It is so fabulous. I wish to give it great big kisses. It never leaves my sight. Never. Okay. Bit out of the ordinary, but we don't need to heal. But I'll just show you the inn. And is that Toadsworth there? Oh, where in the world could the princess have gotten to? This is quite troubling indeed. Okay, so let me just explain the inn quickly. They are basically the same as toad houses. Basically, they will kind of heal all your stats. It's 5 coins, but we're on 10 HP anyway. We didn't take any damage. Even though Goombella made it out like we had. I'm guessing that's a bit of a bug with the game, where she actually just says that whether you took damage in that fight or not, because you can actually avoid taking damage like I did if you get all your action commands right. And do you have anything to say? You look like you don't know nothing, so I'll teach you something now about that. If you press Z, you can check your current HP. I can't believe you didn't know that. If you have low HP, you ought to go rest in the inn so you recover. Use your head. That's literally what I just said, apart from that you can press Z to view your stats and stuff. Oh, another important thing to tell you guys, partners have HP as well, which they didn't have in the original game. So yeah, but when your partners die, it's not game over. If you die, it is, but partners die, you just can't use them. But unless you have an item to heal them, which we don't have access to yet. Bit of a spoiler there. Yeah, that's that. They have HP, so you want to keep an eye on that. However, we go behind here, and we get a star piece. These have the same purpose in the old game. They're star pieces. They're just a shiny star shard. And I don't mean a star shard from Partners in Time. Yeah, this is a save block. It might be worth saving now, actually. In fact, it would be worth saving, because why not save? These are the same purposes in the original game as well. If you played that, basically save your progress. Very self-explanatory. Okay, so we'll come through here. And oh dear, we've been attacked. Hey, what's your beef, pal? Yeah, I'm talking to you. Mario, you ought to wake up. That guy just stole half of your coins. That's why I said buy loads of shop items, so that you'd lose less coins and basically you'd get more value for your money. So that's why I told you to do that. If you were wondering. That is so lame, I hate this town. Yeah, we got 15 coins now, so definitely was worth doing that. That shop right there doesn't matter yet. However, I believe this house does. And there's Professor Franklin. Oh, hi there you are, Professor Franklin. What's up? Who's there? Who wants me? Yes, you, now. You, I've seen your face before. Yes, that face. Wait for it, just a moment. Don't tell me now. Silence! It's not Goombella. It's not Elziagoon. Aha! I've got it. You're Goombella, aren't you? You were in my archaeology class last year, am I right? Wow, yes sir, that's me. I'm Goombella, a junior at Goombas. Of course, I remember you. Not to toot my horn, but I'm pretty good at remembering. You though, you stick out in my mind because you were such an exceptional student. And that guy behind you is... Who? Mario, Professor, he's Mario. You know, the famous one. Oh my, apologies. Such a bookworm. I haven't a clue about what's hit right now. In any case, what sort of errand brings you two all the way to a place like this? We were hoping you'd tell us about the legendary treasure said to be below Rogueport. I thought that if anyone knew anything about it, you would, Professor Franklin. Of course, I know about it. The reason I came here was to study that very subject. But why do you tykes want to learn about the legendary treasure? You know, that most say is a little more than a fairy tale, don't you? Archaeologists and historians have to search for truth in these fairy tales, though. Me, I believe the legendary treasure truly does exist, and I really want to find it. Good point, and well made in that case. I'll cooperate with you, however I can. First of all, about the treasure. There are many mysteries surrounding it. Some say it's an infinitely vast treasure hoard, while others say it's a magical item. Some books say it's actually a monster, while still others claim it's an empty chest. So many different theories. Obviously, it's impossible to define the truth among them. But all I agree in one point, to find the treasure, one must have the crystal stars. To find the treasure, you'll take the 7 crystal stars to the 1,000-year door. You mean the crystal stars in that old saying that super elderly people pass down? Indeed, the same as the saying goes. If you want to find the legendary treasure, you first must collect the 7 crystal stars. Hold the magical map aloft before the entrance to the 1,000-year door. Then the stars will light the way that leads to the stones of yesterday. Yeah. A lot of lore I've read says that the magical map is taken to the doorway. Then it will show you where to find the crystal stars. Correct. And the 1,000-year door is supposedly here, deep beneath the town. Yet the critical piece of the puzzle, the magical map, is lost. If only we had that map. But we do have it, Professor. Or, well, not we exactly. Mario has the magical map. What? I won't read that all out. Really? You actually have it. Could I just take a quick look at it if you don't mind? Astounding. This is it. The real thing. The one and only magical map. You, son, are my hero. You're great, fantastic, wonderful even. With this, we can find the crystal stars just by holding this aloft before the legendary door. Right on, Professor. My voice cracked a bit there, actually. Good golly, what are we doing just sitting here then? Goombella, Mario. Off we must go, this instant. Let's take the magical map to the legendary door. Okay. Let's... No good staying in that house. Let's get out and about searching for it. And you're going to stop me, aren't you? I bet you didn't know the rotten old thing came off. Hey, did you? Hey. Another good paper effect. We can use this pipe to get down under the city streets. Come on, both of you. Let's get moving. Okay, but first... Is there something I've missed? I feel like there's something I might have missed. I'll just quickly check behind there. And... I wasn't going to trigger this cutscene yet, but when wandering back over to the west side of town, I kind of triggered this. Freeze! You two! Not another step! Don't come this way! Some complete jerk just bumped into me and made me lose a contact lens. I'm looking for it right now, so don't you dare move! You hear me? Whatever you do, do not move an inch. Not an inch. You hear? Oh dear. Ah! Idiot! You stepped on it. My poor contact lens. I told you not to move. Don't use stupid ears work. What were you thinking? This is your fault now. I have to buy new contact lens, but you're gonna pay for it. Compensate me, Mr. Clumsy. Fine, if that's your plan, then there's mine, you oaf. I'm gonna block the gate to the west side until you bring me a new contact lens. Okay, we're not gonna do that now. Something I wanted to double check is in the inn here. I forgot to show you something. There's actually a door here which we can go through, and we get onto the roof, and there's a badge shop there. I believe that's a badge shop. If we go down here. Oh dear, I fell down. Wait one sec, I will just... Okay, what I was trying to show there before I fell down is that if you go right to the left of that roof there, and you walk along and then you fall down right in the left corner, there's a star piece there. So yeah, that's what I was trying to show. Now back on that screen where we were on Professor Frankley's house, you can see Professor Frankley's house there. If you go behind here, this is actually one I forgot about. You can kind of walk into there where the grey wall is. Brown, sorry. Getting colours mixed up now. And you walk into there. And you come into here. And you see you can go between the roof here. On top of this crate. Behind it. Behind that wall there. There's another star piece there for you to get. Just a couple last little bits. I know this is dragging on a bit, but I just want to check that there's nothing behind here. I'll just double check because there might be. Whoa, whoa, hold up now. You're an outsider. Past this point is the turf of Ishmael. Ishmael. Head of the robbers. It's 10 coins to pass through. You try to pass without paying, and I'm afraid you'll have to whip your butt good. 1, 2, 3. Yep, that's 10 coins, alright. You can pass. If you don't pay the coins, you will have to do a fight, which you won't be able to win yet, so don't do that. Okay, back in the main Rogueport Square. There's one house we haven't explored yet. If you go through this archway near the shop, there's one house we just didn't go in, and I believe it has something special behind. Okay, so there's a star piece behind that chair there. And yeah, I'm going to meet you guys back over at where Professor Frankley was to go and explore the sewers briefly. We're not going to spend very long down there because this is going on for a very long time. But yeah, I'll see you guys back over there. And we're already here after only talking for so long. Oh wait, hang on a second, Mario. Something just occurred to me. I'm fairly certain that there are quite a few hoodlums below, so keep your guard up. You two, do you know about your action commands, don't you? Of course. I'm not going to let him explain that because I've already explained. Really? A master, are you? Maybe you ought to practice them just once to be safe. Oh, no. Oh, positively shocking. In that case, you ought to take a second to learn them. No, I don't want to do this. Yeah. Right, I'll just speed this bit up. Okay, one thing I forgot to show you is the super guard, which I'll demonstrate now. So, if you press B at the exact right time, it's really hard to get in comparison to the normal guard. You will do what's called a super guard, where she'll actually or any enemy will actually take damage and you'll take no damage. Normal guard just reduces your damage by 1, but since we're just fighting enemies that do 1 damage at the moment, a super guard isn't really making much difference to how much damage we're taking. There we go. That's that over and done with. So let's go down the pipe. It was actually worth me showing that off because he did teach you the super guard, which I would have shown you anyway. But yeah. Anyway, we're going underground now into this Rogueport's version of Town Tunnels. If you have played the original game, I know, another spoiler. Sorry. But yeah, here's Rogueport Sewers. I prefer it to Town Tunnels. I just think it's a bit better presented. So we're going to save here. I'm going to end it off here and explore the sewers next episode. But one thing I just want to show you is in here we have a ruined city. Now I know there's like a door there, but I don't believe that's anything yet. But yeah, this is part of the ruined city, maybe. Well, it certainly looks like a ruined city anyway, but we can only assume that this is the ruined city, or at least part of it. What I wanted to show you was that behind this pillar you'll get a star piece. There you go. Yeah, that's going to be the end of this one. Next episode we will explore Rogueport Sewers, and maybe, just maybe, we will find the 1,000-year door. But like Professor Franklin said, it is deep underground, so yeah, don't get your hopes up. But who knows, we could find it. I won't be uploading a video tomorrow because I'm going to Blackpool Pleasure Beach tomorrow. If you want updates on my trip at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, then check out my Twitter at agentb_13, capital A, capital B. Yeah, I will see you probably next weekend where we will explore the sewers, and it'll be a shorter video than this one because I won't have so much to explain. Anyway, most of the videos will be shorter than this one. This just had a lot for me to explain. I've talked enough now and I've shown you enough, so yeah, see you next time.